I've been reading two urban fiction series, and I keep thinking about something. What's the real risk of being in love with a powerful man? Not just talking about the money or him being overbearing or even him being controlling. What I think the real risk is losing yourself. My name is Raquel. I talk about all things Black books. Welcome and welcome back. So in today's video, we are talking about Relic from the Art of Hood Love series, which you guys know I have talked about and loved so very much. Speaking specifically from the book Respectfully Kennedy. Also, we are talking about Kalo from Certified Pressure and Forever Certified. So both of these are in a second part of the series and the second book of the second part, and we are in the moment. So what fascinates me about how differently power shows up in both of these love stories, we'll start with Relic. So Relic's control is rooted in trauma. He is aware, he is calculating, and even when he resists being vulnerable, his love still feels intentional. His love doesn't feel obsessive, it feels rooted in a partnership and shared ambition. He holds more power, but that is not to say that Kennedy does not have power. She most definitely has power. Not only does she have power, I am a huge fan of the way she wields it. Kennedy is one of those women, um, I don't know, I'm always looking for books where women hold the power, and Kennedy is at the top of my list. She does not allow him to manipulate her without knowing the backstory, without having some type of tactic of her own. Their relationship is transactional. You do something for me, I do something for you. They are literally playing emotional and mental chess. Now, I think that they both are very strategic in how they're handling this. I think that Kennedy is waiting to be sure that Relic is not using her, which he is using her, and she knows that he's using her. But she needs to know that there is real, genuine care behind that. And Relic is doing the exact same thing. So between the two of them, they are playing this game, and neither one of them wants to blink first, although somebody needs to blink or it's not going to happen. And I need to see these two together. They would be such an awesome power couple. I could do not, I would root for them any day. It feels like controlled chaos. So if either one of them uh, was to let go of the restraint that they have, yeah, it wouldn't be good for the other one. Although I feel like um, Relic has more power than Kennedy, I think that Kennedy would really excuse me, I think that Kennedy would most definitely surprise us all with how she would let loose on Relic. Now, we have more info on Relic than we do on Kennedy because I think Kennedy just came in 2 books ago. Maybe, yeah, 2 books ago. With She came in on Disrespectfully Relic. And Relic has been in the book since book 1 from the Art of Hood Love. So we know more about Relic than we do about Kennedy. But I guarantee you she would give him a run for his money because she's already doing it right now. She is so very different from every woman that he's ever met, especially his mother. But I also think that she reminds him of his mother in some ways, very mildly. Um, yeah, she definitely give him a run for his money. That's for sure. But neither one of them feel 100% sure that the other one actually cares. Um, because it's transactional, because it's always you do something for me, I do something for you. That is what the whole thing is based on. And then some of the background chatter, like the things that they have done to each other, kind of also puts a monkey wrench in it as well. Um, a lot that they don't say, the lies, like all of that stuff plays in with the mental gymnastics that they do thinking about one another. Um, I just wish one of them would surrender so that the other one could say, okay. Like it feels like if one of them says, okay, I give up, I love you, I want to be with you, or, whatever it is they would say, it feels like the other person thinks that they will go, aha, I got you, not, oh, I love you too. So it's really, it's quite interesting to me. This book is super interesting to me. So I think that Relic has a lot of fear. He has fear of losing himself. Um, I don't think that he would quite know what to do with himself if he wasn't, always manipulating situations and being two or three steps ahead and, you know, managing everything around. I just don't think he would know what to do with himself. But there is a world in which he can still do that because it's not about the power, it's about what you do with the power. And right now, because of his trauma, he a lot of times use it to hurt people. When two powerful people love each other, it isn't just for them. It isn't just the risk of losing yourself. I'm not even sure if that is a factor for them. But the bigger factor for Relic and Kennedy is losing the game. And neither one of them wants to lose the game, which is why they won't surrender to each other. Now let's get into Kalo. So I think Kalo is capable of growth. The problem is he keeps allowing pride and ego to get in the way. Pride, ego, and family to get in the way. And those things interfering between him and Tony. And Tony is, she doesn't have, a family. She is from a different background. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the status, all these different things. So she feels small next to him. I'm not sure if what's happening between him and Tony is love or if it's just the intensity of what's happening between them, the passion, the the intensity feels like love because it's so intense, so deep, and it's personal. It is really serious, so it gives it extra layers that may feel like love, but I'm not sure it's love. Um, he is prideful, and unfortunately, I feel like he knows better. He's had an experience that lets him know that there is something wrong, there is something that needs to be done, and what they've done before actually worked. But because you don't want to be seen a particular way, you decide that you would rather take this alternate route that leads you nowhere, or it gets you the same results you've gotten before, and these are not necessarily the results that you want. Yeah. I feel like he's immature and he's very childlike. If he did not have the money, the status, the brute force, that he would not be really seen as a powerful man. I feel like Talos' power comes from his family, so his cousins that he's always with, his family being this huge force on the island. I feel like he doesn't have any emotional discipline, which is why he, can fly off the handle. It's just a lack of self discipline as far as I'm concerned. And that is why I don't know if what him and Tony have is love or if it's just very intense and passionate feelings around all these situations that keep occurring. Tony is sitting next to a bomb, and it's like it's up to her to defuse the bomb, otherwise it's going to explode. It is shrinking her as a person. And that's really unfortunate because I think that what they have could be very good. Um, so power isn't necessarily the enemy. It's what you do with the power that you have, how you use it. Pride blocks growth and fear blocks surrender. And so that is what I think about these two. I feel like Talos' pride is going to block his growth unless he can pull back that pride and really just step in and see what's really happening. He's going to blow up. And for Kennedy and Relic, um, if he can get rid of that fear, then he can surrender. And I think it would take for him to surrender because he is the one with the most power. It doesn't matter if Kennedy surrenders, it matters if he surrenders because he has the power. Love should make you grow, it shouldn't make you shrink. What makes these characters interesting is that under certain circumstances, I think that both of them would surrender their egos to love under the right circumstances, of course. Is love enough if pride keeps getting in the way, or is potential enough, or does intentions matter more? So I'm curious, when you read urban fiction, are you drawn to the psychological tension or do you want emotional certainty? And do you believe that love should challenge you or change you? I hope you enjoyed the video and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Do all of the YouTube things like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time. See you soon.